Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have episode 20 of Create a Club. From the last episode we've done something a little bit different. We decided to do pre-season offline, and I think there's something I'm going to do going forward on my videos. I do have a big batch of videos already pre-recorded, more specifically from the Liverpool and Southampton rebuilds, but I just feel as though it's a whole episode of pre-season that I could do offline. This way I can also show you what's been going on in the club. So if we look at transfer history, we go into the back end of last season. You can see, and I will show you now, we have signed Darren Gordon, a 20-year-old German defender who can play anywhere along the back. Just need that versatility. Now he's 3 stars, goes into 4 stars as potential £3.5 million. We signed Hassan Ouedraogo. This guy can be really good on this game. He's very versatile. He can play in 4 of the positions that I really need. 4.5 star on potential. We love that. We paid a release clause of £12.5 million. Was not sure what to do in the goalkeeping area. I wanted to sort of just see what we could find. The scouts come up with Joan Garcia, a £4.5 million from Espanyol. If you look a couple of seasons ago, you know, it was in the second division, admittedly, but he's actually played more than he's conceded there. In respects of outs, I don't think there was many. No, just a couple of loan deals there. So moving on and forward into where we're at now, we obviously brought in Paul Wanner for the release clause that we agreed in the loan. I think this kid is quality. He's 5-star potential. Stats wise, I mean, not bad. He's still young. He come off the bench a lot. I think he's a good purchase. We got in Etienne Tipple, free transfer from Arsenal. Lots of potential with this one. Didn't cost me a penny, which is obviously pretty key. Probably my biggest signing was Italian Wisdom Amy. Yet again, another player who can play anywhere along the back. Cost me £16 million from Lille. I have seen him in other saves where he has been an absolute godsend at the back. So he was well worth the money. We've also brought regen David Leemans, who is a left back. I believe it was £10 million from Inter Milan. They've doubled their money on him, but I feel as though he was a really good buy. On the outside of things, lots of loans, a few frees. Notables is Xavier Simons to Sunderland, £1.5 million. Josh Koroma has gone to Jeonbuk for £4.2 million. And when you have a look in the bank, transfer budget is way down. And also, not only that, but we are now spending over £1 million in our wage budget. But the biggest news that happened just as I was about to save the game, as we can see. So if I go to my home, you can see that we are due to play Chelsea today in our first game of the Premier League. This happened. Yeah. So with Hendrick, he is unhappy. He wants to move to a bigger club. He came to me and he asked about it, and I said, let me try and get some players in to try and make it easier. He wasn't happy with that. He's wanted by a whole host of clubs, and do you know what? Out of all of them clubs, the one that put in the offer, it shocked me. Hertha Berlin, 91 million, which I'm quite shocked about that has happened. So I'm fully prepared to be losing him, which is pretty devastating. The one player I'm looking as a short-term fix as such is Karim Kanate, £6 million. I think it's the right play. If the deal goes ahead, obviously we're going to have a lot of money in the kitty, and I can try and really upgrade some areas. But at the moment, I have a very bloated squad that I need to get down. As you can see, there's a lot of players in there. So I'm not sure 100% what I want to do. I've just noticed Ben Doak is unsettled. Wants a new deal. He can have a new deal. I get a feeling that we're going to be ending up putting some sort of clause in his contract. As expected. We're going to make that 100 though, if we can, please, Mr. Doak. He's happy with that, and so am I in a certain regard. Yeah, there are plenty of people that we are looking to try and offload, whether it be on loan or what. It's just a case of just trying to get some of these people's their game time as well. Someone like Kane Kessler Hayden, I'm trying to find him a club. He's been really good for me, but I feel as though I've now got people in that can really do much more. Escobar was another one who I don't really. He was really good at the start of the save. He's now getting a little bit older. Brought in many more defenders. So I don't really see much of a future for him, unfortunately. It's kind of like the club has really moved on. Konate is not interested. I had a feeling that would be the case. What if we tried a loan deal? Okay, we might have to go back to that. But the start of the season is here. I feel as though that's the way forward to do it. I'll take you through all of what you see on the game, and maybe in a way that's not the best thing to do. So I'm not 100% sure yet. So if we have a look at how we're going to line up, Lehman's is in a complete. He's best as a fullback, so we need to work out his development. I need him to be a complete wingback attack. Gordon, Christensen, Amy, Rogers, Victor, Quadrado. Okay, we'll start this off. Tough game to start, obviously, with Chelsea. Hendrick is starting. It's a 1-0 loss. Not disappointed. Could be a lot worse. Just kind of hope that Hendrick says no. I can't see it. I really can't see it. So we need to go and look for a striker. At some point I've been looking for a new centre half, but I've kind of overloaded there now. Sousa is going to Millwall on loan. Oh, I tell you what, that's not ideal there. I thought he was a lot higher up on that. So Almira coming for El Granado. Oh, I've hit some wrong button now with Reece Williams. I'm actually considering this. It's worth 17. The only reason why I'm considering it is that realistically speaking, I would like to say he's not actually good enough. Like, I feel as though I'll be making good profit here. Just try and rinse them for a little bit more. And it gives me a fresh, clean slate with possible strikers. No, he will never be. He needs to be playing football. There is no... I don't mind letting him go out for not a lot. West Ham, never going to be an easy game here. As a matter of fact, like with what I'm doing there, it's basically showing that I have a whole brand new backline. So it's going to take a little bit of time for them to to get used to each other. Been smacked. That's not a good start. Bottom of the division. Look at Liverpool with us, so I need to cancel that because that's the one that I accidentally did. Yet again, same as last time, tough start to the division. We're going to have to go on a striker hunt very, very soon, I think. We'll skip the draw for the Carabao. We have Reading, who have had a good start to the season by the look of things. Unlike us right now. So El Granado has gone very, very quickly and has joined Almira. In a state of profit, we have made some reasonably good money on him, in all fairness. I think it's the right play. I mean, he's done okay, but he hasn't set the world on fire. So, when it comes to strikers for us, I mean, he's the main man here. I wish he would stay, but so realistically, I need a 3 or 4 star striker. That's not going to cost me the earth as well. Unfortunately, a lot of these will cost me the earth. Romelu Lukaku. Kind of would have liked someone to have gained a little bit on potential as well. I'll say some of these are 2.5. Diallo. Not 100% sure yet. Cratton match would have been a nice one to have got back, but obviously Hare's left the club. Oh, look, I've just seen up the top there. Wow. Tipple has gone to Albacete. Hendrick has snubbed Hertha Berlin. Okay. Yeah, again, I am expecting another loss here. Just how it is. I am going to make a change, and I am going to put in Ilka Alvarez though, just because Garcia had a bit of a stinker in the last game. I don't expect Alvarez to have much of a better one here, but we can only hope. It's another loss. So, really tough start to the season. 3 games, 3 losses. I mean, you look at the 3 games that we were playing, maybe pick up a point. Excuse me. Maybe, but probably not. So really poor start. We've actually gone up a couple of places in the league just based on goal difference. Tough start. I'm now a striker down as well, so I've got guys that can play up there anyway, so I don't think he's good enough now, that Karim Konate. Alright, a very winnable game up next against Middlesbrough, who I believe were promoted. I know Palace were promoted. Okay. Need a win here. Okay, let's go. Let's just noticed Escobar starting, which is fine. Really good win that. Dominated the game. Good win. Okay, yet again, this season is all about survival. It's about hitting that 40-point mark again. And it's games like that, playing teams that are going to be down the bottom, just nicking points here and there. Game-wise, Fulham. Not sure about Wolves. I think they're okay. Wolves are going to be the toughest out of the next sort of 4 games. I've got no interest in selling him. Like, these teams are going to have to get a release clause going in there, because let's have a look at some of these loan deals here. So these are all the forwards, and there are lots of them. Dane Scarlett is a cracker, but I want to be looking around here, I think. Okay, I think I did have a look at him in the summer, and I was never ever sure if I asked for him back on loan. Okay. You can have him back on loan. I wasn't particularly happy about it, but I do, like I said, I do have other people that can. Morgan Murray to be loaned out. See if anyone's interested in you, mate. Yeah, there's someone I'm going to be looking at in regards to an end of contract offer. Yeah, TNS, more than happy. 4 of my players are in team in a week, which is good. Right, I've got just about a week to try and keep hold of Hendrick and somehow make him happy. Not sure that's going to be possible, if I'm honest. Right, we're going to have a go in the Carabao Cup. We made a mistake last time by sending out the reserves. See how we go here. 3-1 winners dominated the game, really. Okay, good start. Yeah, just looking, I reckon, as long as we're around, if I can get a win and a draw out my next 4, I'll be happy with that. Wanna dropped. Wow. Villa in the Carabao Cup next. And Fulham away now. What can I do? He's not happy. He's got a lot of clubs interested. They're gonna have to. It's 91 million. It's as simple as that. You want him? It's 91 million. At the start of this episode, I coincided and thought to myself, well, I'm going to lose him anyway. So, so be it. I'm going to play Wano in this one. He needs more chances to develop, whereas João Victor, kind of his potential set. Oh, Lord. It's a bad result. Not a good result. Got a bit of a gap now. It's a transfer window. And Ramirez, the 18-year-old striker, comes in. But of course, he's gone straight back out on loan, which is not a problem. Now, what's going to happen with Hendrick? I've said he can leave. Someone's just got to put the money out. £86 million to Crystal Palace, eh? Omar Richards. Know the name. Leon King. Couple of clubs want him on loan, which is fine. Oh, regular starter. Let's see if we can get a mandatory in there, 1.5. Just say, gonna decline. I'm not gonna do any business. I'll accept them both just because I really am not worried. He's a player I need to offload. I've just noticed that Wolves are in 4th. Kessler Hayden has gone to Peterborough, and there's no mandatory fee with that one. Barcelona chasing Hendrick loan deal. If he's going to leave, he's going to leave permanently. PSG, Man City. Well, that's not happening. Right, I'm actually going to. I mean, look now, the big boys are coming out. Offer to clubs, 91 million. I'm rejecting both of these because they're not good enough offers. He might not be happy with that, but he has a release clause in his contract. That's exactly how it is. So they're actually coming in for loan deals. It's pretty ridiculous, to be honest. They really think I'm gonna. No, well, if you can't stump up the money for him, then don't get him because he's not leaving on loan. I don't think I'm being harsh there with easily the best player in the club. He stays till January, but someone's got to stump up some money for him. Well, that's now closed. In the respect of wages, okay, so we're up to 1.1 million, which is joint with Middlesbrough. We do have a lot of players that we do need to get out, though. But we still have Hendrick until at least January. Which is a good thing for us. I say Hendrick has basically turned and said, I'd like to leave for PSG. If Hertha Berlin can stump up 91 million, I'm pretty sure others can as well. Suppose if they really need that forward, like he's a 5 star potential forward, he's sitting at 4 stars now. He's a bagsman and he scores lots of goals. Hendrick confident of move away from Harriers. How long is he in contract for us? 31. He's got another 4 years on his deal. Look, they're all going in for loans. And others are there for transfers. Stump up the money, boys. I think if someone turned and said, I will give you 80 million cash, I'd probably even take it. All these clubs extremely keen. Do you know what? Let's offer you out again. Any kind of result here would be nice. See, look, PSG are going for Makuku. Wow, that's a really good result, that is. 3-0 against Wolves. Love that. Really good result. Hendrick is focusing on his football and ignoring links with Manchester United. As things stand, no one considers a deal for Hendrick viable. Frankfurt 54, ties in 43, Leipzig 42. Wage demands feel will need to reduce their current wage bill before they can make an offer. He's been the primary target for United and Madrid. I'm going to stand firm, I think. I have to stand firm with it. Bringing in that sort of money into this club is massive. I've tried to sign this fella. He's just not interested. Okay, so we're up to our point a game. I think I need to have a big clear out of players. Come the end of this season, no doubt if whether we're up or down. I looked at this Hayden Roberts. I could have brought him for, I think it was 17 million. I looked at him because he can play left back as well. 22 million they paid. Looked like a deadline day deal as well. I just didn't pull the trigger on him. I just didn't think he was the right man for us. Villa are underperforming, but I'm not expecting much here. Got them back to back as well. 3-2 loss. Was 2-2 at one point. It's those away games. been fined as well. 6 yellow cards. Failure to control our players. Okay, so we've got Forest, and if I can get a draw there, that sort of is exactly where I wanted to be at with 4 points. I would like to think that we should be winning that game. Alright, I'm going to take this one seriously. Got no problem if I do get knocked out, but I'd like to give it a go at least. Oh, nice convincing win. Rogers and Hendrick on the score sheet. I just don't understand the logics of this game. He's focusing on his football and ignoring. If Real Madrid and Manchester United wanted me, I'd be more than over the moon. Oh, we did knock these out in the FA Cup. Nottingham Forest are in 6th. Wow, I really wasn't expecting that. Fair play to them. I'd love to get a result here. A draw was the minimum. Looking statistically, I'm not very happy with it. Controlled the game, but didn't even hit the target. But, and we are very, very, very close with relegation right now. We were, I believe it was 3rd favourites to go down. So let's have a look at my targets of my next few games. I mean, we got United away next in the Prem. That's looking like nothing. It's just going to be a loss. Lots of players for international duty, which is a good thing. There you go. Profit loss. We've made a profit of £1 million. So that's not a bad thing now. So let's have a look at the next few fixtures for us. So loss, win, draw, loss. 5 points. 4 to 5 points. Wayne's got a young player of the month. And basically all of my players there. Let's just try our best to try and get a draw. It's very unlikely. Yeah, smacks. We even went 1-0 up as well. And now, unfortunately, we find ourselves in the drop zone. This could be a tough season. Let's go, like the next 2 games, we've really got to get something. Last season, I feel as though the teams around us were so poor, you know. I mean, I could have escaped relegation with like the high end in the 20s on the points. It's not going to happen this season, I don't think. Whilst we do have a better side, it's going to take them a little while to gel. But so this game against Palace is pretty massive, to be honest, already. Jonathan Asp Jensen has got him. Zaha is unhappy. And there's been offers made as well. And they're all transfer wise as well. Now, we picked him up for nothing. He's on pretty biggish wages. I mean, he's made 1 from the bench. Officially, he's never scored for us. I mean, they're around £1 million. Not particularly happy that one of them deals is not a lot in selling and paying the wages, but just have better youthful players. Ben Doak is a baller. Andrew Moran literally can play anywhere. Still very interested in him as well. Right, okay. I must admit, I did realise last season with the amount of loans that Palace got in, they were always going to come back up into the Prem. But if they can keep hold of some of them players, which I assume they haven't. World Under-21 footballer Rooney Bargley, I'm going to probably butcher that. Hendrik runner-up. Zaha is off to Sivasspor. That will be in January, which is fine. Big game here. Can we get the job done? I hope so. We need it. We did get it done. 1-0. Scraped it. But a win is a win. We're out the relegation zone again. Still doesn't mean anything. It's still very, very early days. I'm not being funny, but we are literally another win away from being mid-table. So, all is looking good. We're at that point again. which is exactly what we need. I know that the board have asked me to then look at us as possibly becoming a regular fixture in the Premier League, which I understand. But they're going to have to understand that, you know, I need the money and I need players to be allowed to be developed for that to happen. And if these players are not developing as quickly as what I need them to, or are brought in correctly, because I think I may have brought some stinkers, may being the key word. Youth facilities completed, lovely jubbly. Everton are the favourites here. This is the game I looked at as I'd like to get a draw if possible. Oh, that's a really, really good win. Probably the best one we've had this season. Okay, that's back-to-back wins. We can't really ask much more than that, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Oh, yeah, we know. Get your cash out and you can have it. It's fine. I mean, he has been an absolute phenomenon for me. Let's be completely honest, you know. Minus his 3 goals, he's scored 183 league goals for us. Get your money out. Gives me a whole rebuild there. Allows me to buy probably a superstar, provided they're interested, and plenty of youth for going forward. We're keeping the same side. Manchester United at home. Interesting. Knocked them out before in a cup competition. Not today. We exit the Carabao Cup in the 4th round. Potentially been seen a contender for the competition. One run in the FA Cup and everyone thinks that we're saying pretty special now. Don't always work like that. Man City up next. I believe in this fixture last time out we got a draw. I believe. Kind of feel like I start to need some depth in like my defensive midfielders. 3-1 loss. I'm not surprised. Did not expect too much from that game, if I'm going to be honest with you. So far, it's been okay. I can't knock them. They're winning games, and you all know it's to survive relegation. We've got another clean sweep in the young players. We love watching that. It's all about taking points off teams around you. and we have been doing that. So my goals this season is to get 41 points and try and finish 14th. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. But just survival, just getting some more money into the club, just keeping that balance up. I'm expecting this to be another loss. Southampton are quite handy, in all fairness. Good to see that Lehman's has gone up to 3 stars. So all 3-star backline. Wow. Wowee. I wasn't expecting that. What have we got on here then? Escobar's 213. I don't want to keep saying it, but you've got to splash the cash if you want these players. Alvarez was on 212. Christensen ill. Okay, hopefully that shouldn't affect us because it's now international break. 50 best players in the world. I would have hoped that Endrick might have got into that by now. We are into the 6th season, so I don't think it'll be long before he is. I now feel as though we have got a side that can, in hoping that we can escape relegation, I feel as though we've got a team that can push on to sort of be between like 11th and 14th. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, because a lot actually does depend on Endrick. Does that cancel the assignment? No, but I will make sure it does. I must say I've had a look at Brighton's side as well, and they've got Alexis McAllister, who I'd be very interested in. Got Andre Santos, fantastic player. If we can finish above them, dependent on costs, I may look into some of them. Yeah, we know. Just, do you know what? Yet again, I'm not going to be ashamed to say it, but anyone for 91 million? Right, okay. It's been the type of game that we don't win when we should. Oh, we did win. Oh, it's a really good result. And look at us, we're actually level on points with Liverpool. 7 points above relegation. Villa are having a stinker. something I didn't actually do, which is a bit of a textbook error from myself, was needed to have a look at players who got relegation release clauses from teams sort of like down below. So yet again, it's still the same with Hendrick. We will find out what will happen with him next episode, obviously. Something wrong with my throat today, that's for certain. Oh my lord, look at this. Can you believe what I'm reading above? Following speculation over his Habers Harriers future, advance forward Hendrick has revealed he is now open to staying at Scraley Road. He had previously expressed doubts about remaining at the club, and he is now withdrawing his transfer request. He's still wanted by 12 clubs. And you know what? If he still decides to leave, he decides to leave. I wonder if I could offer him a new contract. Is that a bit much? I'll have a look offline when that opportunity arises. It could be our last game. Well, I think we'll be able to get in the Newcastle game as well. Yeah, I'll take that draw. It's away from home. It's another good set of points. You know, we're looking pretty good here. We'll get this Newcastle game out of the way, and then obviously next episode it could be a bit of a nightmare in respect of games that we're going to play. But so far, so good. And we got into December, so yeah, I'm really pleased with the progress of the side. Pleased with my signings. I'm pleased with the side that the AI is picking for me. Really pleased overall, to be honest. Just need to keep it going. Hendrick, Young Player of the Month again. We love that. Right, let's get this game out of the way, and then we are done for today's video. So, overall on a whole, even regardless of this result, very pleased. Sitting in 12th right now, and we win with a last minute goal from Paul Wanner, and unbelievably, we are sitting 10th. Please give this a like. Look at this. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's been fantastic. See you next time for another one of these episodes. Have a great day.